Although bread is considered a lower quality plant-based food due to the processing and dry baking involved in the production, there are certain varieties that actually provide more nutrition than others. So I'm going to be going over 5 of those. And so if you're new here, I'm Carly. I am a plant-based nutritionist. I have been vegan for about the past 5 years, and I've been gluten-free for the past 10 years. So I don't eat a ton of bread, but the bread I do eat, I make sure, and the bread that I feed my daughter, I try to make sure that it holds the most nutrient density possible, since bread is such a processed food. The first most nutritious bread is going to be sprouted grain breads. These are the least processed, so you're going to retain more of those vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, antioxidants, fiber, and water content, and even things like protein. So the less processed you can obtain, the better. You'll usually find these in places like Whole Foods or Trader Joe's, or even in the freezer section of your local grocery store. We'll typically have these healthier varieties. So the next healthy of the 5 breads is going to be sourdough. And this one is considered more beneficial to your health because it's fermented with bacteria as opposed to yeast. So because it has that probiotic component, it has more healthful value to it. It's been shown to produce a slower insulin response after consumed. Number 3 is going to be 100% whole wheat. So this is going to contain the germ, the bran, and the endosperm. You want as much of that whole intact version of the wheat as possible to ensure you're getting the bulk of those B vitamins and fiber and other rich proteins that are found in whole wheat that make it so nutritious. The 4th one is going to be oat bread, and this one is mainly considered healthier because it contains more oats instead of wheat, but there is going to be a likely 1-to-1 ratio. What do you want to say, honey? Why you chew on my hairbrush? You want to say hello? Not today. Oats are very high in things like fiber, zinc, and iron. You're better off obtaining more of your nutrition from oat breads as opposed to things like white breads, which would be the most processed. You want to get down? And number 5 is going to be flax breads. And this, again, is just considered more healthful because it contains the flax. These are going to be really high in your ALAs. These provide the shorter chain fatty acids for your microbiome. And flax is also very high in fiber. So the more fiber that these breads contain, the healthier they're going to be, essentially because when you digest these more processed constituents, you're going to need them to be as they're going to need to be as combined to these fibers as possible to create that slower insulin release. So there are several more of these healthful bread varieties on one of my blog articles. I'll link that below if you're interested. I should probably tend to my daughter, but I hope this is helpful. Again, those healthier versions: number 1, sprouted grains; number 2, sourdough; number 3, whole grain wheat bread; number 4, oat bread; and number 5, flax bread. So I hope you find one of those that you enjoy. I'll see you next time.